love it. You guys are already rowdy, and we're just getting started. I am so excited that once again you have all made it out to one of our road shows. Obviously, this will be our last road show of the year, but thank you so much for coming to the Treehouse Podcast Christmas party here at Shakerton's Midtown location. Thank you for coming. While I've got your attention before you all just get completely shithoused, we do have feedback. We also have some goodies. We've got some merch over here that is for sale, and then you can funnel your way back into even more stuff for sale. Jerry, you do me a quick favor. Grab me one of those cups right there. Thank you, sir. So if you would, Hayden, stand up. So at the very first road show we did earlier this year at Daddy Rabbit's Pub, I'm sorry, were you at the one in Bedford? So the very first one we did in Bedford earlier this year, Hayden was there, and he saw an opportunity to make some money. So I said, okay, let's try to make some money. So Hayden back here is taking orders for these lovely cups. If you have any interest in buying some, you can talk to that handsome, tall fella back there. We have shirts for sale here. Jacqueline from Brooks Plumbing brought some, I almost said plumbing cups, but they're coffee cups.
If you drink enough coffee, you'll use the plumbing.
That is true. That is very true. And after the Dak Prescott colon cancer test kit commercial that I saw, that cup I think would also work. So if you are looking for some last-minute Christmas gifts for friends, family, or you just want to spread the word of the show in the least subtle way possible, you can do that over here to our right.
And don't forget that if you want anything and you want your face or someone else's face put on something, talk to Hayden.
That is true. Jerry, while I've got you standing up and shit, you're on the end, will you go grab that blanket from my wife?
Hilarious. That's great.
So if you
That is
guys...
very soft.
Yeah, they're nice.
So one of the things that Hayden here from his company Spoke Custom, what they do is blankets, a number of other things. And so what we'll be doing is we'll be giving this blanket away tonight along with one of these cups and a sticker as well. All these things available from Hayden's company. Now, these are some of the things he gave us for free, so we're going to give it back free to you. And so you can get registered for that. We'll do registering in our first break. You'll put all your stuff in the bucket over there in front of Raj. But that gives you an idea. But like Trey was saying, you yourself could have a blanket like this with Raj's face, maybe with Trey's face, or if you wanted Joanne Jackson's face, you could have a Joanne Jackson.
Or you
Big Stacy.
I think we all need Big Stacy blankets because Big Stacy, while you are large, you cannot be everywhere all the time, all at once. But with a Big Stacy blanket, it would feel like it. And it's also about the best way you're going to get your hands around Jacqueline from Brooks Plumbing. So thank you guys so much for coming out to our Christmas party today. We love having you. If you didn't see it coming in, you're probably blind, but there is this police car outside. And for those that don't know, that is the original Spittleville car from our old Russ Martin show days. And Trey knows more about that car than I do because I'm pretty sure you were the one that had to buy it. And for a couple of parades, I had to drive it. And not only was it not legal to be driving around city limits in a police car while not a police officer, but I'm pretty sure that car has never been past inspection or road or legal at all.
Not to my knowledge. I mean, and when there was a Russ Martin Automotive, it was worked on, and I've seen that car at top to bottom and front to back, and it looks better. They have done an immaculate job of restoring that and making it look, because it looks better than it ever did when we had it.
I'm curious because you saw that car when the show first bought it, when Russ first bought it. What looked worse? Someone's first day at an AA meeting or that car?
It's kind of a toss-up. There's just more tears at an AA meeting.
But they both smoke. Also, this is great because we get to look around and see so many familiar, smiling, happy faces. That the holidays are close, and I'm usually in a better mood around the holidays. Some people aren't as much, and hopefully this will, kind of put a little smile on your face. But it's great to see so many faces that even I haven't seen in a while. Seeing Steve and Karen Rutherford here saying hi is great. Michelle from old radio days, Big Stacy, of course, Joanne Jackson. So many of you guys that have been out to the previous road shows. Again, we appreciate it. Keith, thank you for coming back. In case you didn't notice, that's the guy who has the old show letter jacket.
Yeah.
And not just yet, but Keith has a couple of things he wants to give Raj, and we'll do that in a little bit. And I know Diego always has stuff he likes to give us because you're part devil. And so we'll do that here in a little bit. I've also got a couple things in tap for today, in addition to the roast that we'll be doing after we're finished doing this part of the show, which, if I'm being honest, I'm still a little anxious about because, one, I've never been to a roast. I've only seen them on television, and the ones I've seen on television, they really hated the person that they were going after. So I'm hoping it's not going to be to that level. I don't want to leave here crying.
No. No, it's going to be. It's so hilarious to me. Is everybody within about an hour of being here is like, "Hey man, have you checked your email?" I'm like, I've read your stuff. It's great. I just don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. I'm like, that's what the roast is about. It's not we're trying to be mean, but
See, that's two conflicting statements. You just said you need to be mean, but you're not trying to hurt feelings.
It's all set out of love.
That's what it is. There you go. See, he had an abusive parent. So,
We all. You had two, Jerry?
I had two.
I just had the one. And that one was like 3 or 4, so.
yeah. So you understand when you get hurt out of love.
That's what they say. That's what they say when they're beating you. I'm doing this because I love you, but it doesn't feel like love.
Yeah, that's how I'm opening your rose. Is I'm doing this because I love you.
Great.
It's the equivalent of with all due respect.
Yes. Yeah.
Right.
So it doesn't mean anything. It just makes you. It just feels like it gives you liberty to just whoop ass.
That's exactly right.
Okay.
Yeah. You're not going to learn anything out of this. You're not going to find out. You're not going to find anything different. And
I actually think I will learn some things. I think I'm going to learn some things about you guys, like maybe what you say about me when I'm not around, which right now is all the time because I don't live here anymore.
That's true.
And maybe the thoughts you have about me deep in your darkest corners.
And I did tell everybody, I was like, say what you want to say because he won't remember it tomorrow. So it doesn't matter.
There is the reason I agreed to this whole thing in the first place.
Yeah.
I look, either just by head injuries over the years or a fair amount of alcohol abuse, whether here or prior, I'm not going to remember a whole lot of it. So I was fine.
I can't wait to pitch the roast of Dan O'Malley next year.
Don't have to write new material.
And I'll say it sounds familiar, but I'm still not going to remember it. Yeah.
We can just replay this show. We don't even have to be here.
So it's basically just me in a bar by myself watching a bunch of stuff on my computer.
Yes.
Okay.
Which you would normally call Tuesday in St. John.
Hey.
So,
I don't need your judgment.
these are loving eyes. And everybody here is going to hear how much we love you and roast you. Anna DeHaro, I mean, she channeled her inner horrible person to...
I'm glad you brought that up. So yeah, Anna DeHaro from the Bo and Them morning show. Where I guess, should we just call you them now? Yeah. All right, so them. So Anna now identifies as them from the Bo show. Always great to have Anna here. She's going to hop on with us as well, and she's going to go up and roast. And honestly, of all of you, Raj, Trey, Jerry, Anna is the one I'm most terrified. Yes, because when we were on the radio, she would occasionally throw something out. It was just like a little, like what's the saying? They say it's to die by 1,000 cuts.
Oh, yeah.
That's it on 2 legs.
Yeah.
And she would occasionally say something on the air. It's like, wow, that was really sharp and funny and demeaning and mean. Do more of it.
Yeah.
And then she did. And she really kind of came into herself a little bit. Like she's got a good mean streak that's honestly terrifying, but also fun.
But I also think she definitely, like, I don't know if you go to confession or I don't know where you go, because she has such a hard time being mean that when she does it, the joy that we get, because we don't see it that often. I think she just has to go somewhere and just like vent. There's there's something. There's a therapist, or there's a priest. Yeah. Huh? There's an exorcist.
Yes, that makes sense.
It's like you're getting on with the priest. Nicely done.
She's possessing him. No problem. So the roast will happen a little bit later. We're looking forward to that. I think I'm also looking forward to forgetting it. Also coming up today, in addition to the gifts that I'm curious about, we've also got something I wrote this morning because I was inspired. I don't know if you probably don't remember this. It was, at this point, it was 2 Christmases ago. There was a book. It's a book. It's a Christmas story time book. It looks like it's for kids. It's got a tow truck on the front. It's got a snowblower on the front. It's a little animated cartoon book, and it looks sweet and cute, but it's not. It's called Hookers and Blows Save Christmas.
I believe it does.
And
it's nice to see how well read our audience is.
hey, it's under 50 pages. We've all probably read it. We all have a shot. So I had that book a couple of years ago. I read it on the radio, and it was really fun, and it was funny. And then I forgot where I put it. Or I left it in my office, a couple of blocks that way. And God knows what happened to that. They may burn those there. I don't know. Jerry, do they burn books at iHeart?
Yes.
I'm going to ask you that question again. And keep in mind you're employed there. Does iHeart burn books?
Absolutely not.
That's a good boy. I'm going to make sure this is not your last day in radio.
I don't think anyone up there can find a flame, because otherwise they would touch that bitch. And they're not paying for one.
They'll ask for it on trade. So I was trying to find that book and I couldn't find it. So then I ordered it on Amazon and said it wouldn't be here in time. Right. So that's when I gambled and I looked on Barnes & Noble and it said, it'll be here on December 8th. And I said, yes. Just to make sure, I paid for the expedited shipping. The expedited shipping that was supposed to get her on December 8th will now be here on Tuesday. So I don't have Hookers and Blow.
Oh, gotcha.
Or the book.
Okay.
That was too easy. That was too easy.
Nice setup. I like it.
So I don't have the book to read, and I can't find a pirated version because Napster doesn't exist anymore. So what I decided to do instead is rewrite "Twas the Night Before Christmas."
Yes.
But it's not so much Christmas, or I guess it's in the story it's about the man waking up and seeing Santa infiltrate his home like a home invader. And so instead of me waking up and hearing all the clatter, looking to see is that St. Nicholas, instead it ends up being St. Trinholm.
Yes.
Oh, Lord.
No, you actually come out pretty good in this.
You can tell the opening with me is terrible.
Open it up real quick. Yep. I'll read like the first line or two, just as a little taste test. You switch over to my tab there. Thank you, sir.
A teaser, like they say in the business.
Just a little tease, something to wet your whistle. So coming up a little bit later will be the new rendition of "Twas the Night Before Christmas." 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the tree house, not a creature was stirring, not even Raj Sharma's mouth. You flipped me off when you first read that. The stockings were nailed to the wall with some clumps of hair, in hopes that St. Trinholm soon would be there. Look, it's a treehouse. It's not all classy, but it is going to be good. So we're looking forward to that.
Yeah. That's just a little teaser.
Again, thank you guys for coming. In addition to the shirts and all the other stuff for sale, we've also got on the tables, we got the Venmo QR codes for donations to the foundation. I try to make it a point to say this at every event we do, and I fail at doing it during the actual shows themselves. But yes, the foundation is still going. It's still going strong. The reason why you have to ask, is it still going, is because we have the luxury of not having an officer or a firefighter fall in the line of duty to where the foundation would need to step in and do its job. The last time was around this time last year, right after the show had gone off the air, was the last time the foundation wrote a check. And so, yes, the foundation is still going. You can still do donations using those QR codes in front of you on the tables. And if for some reason you are listening to this and not here in person, we will post new links so you know where to go and get all that stuff in the future. So as it is, we are at Shakerton's, Midtown, North Dallas, across from the Galleria. This is the Treehouse Podcast Roadshow Christmas Party and Roast. We will be back in just a little bit. We're going to get some food. We're going to get some drinks. We're going to be merry, and we're going to toast some nuts.
Air.com. You're in the Treehouse. Visit us online at treehouseonair.com.
All right, welcome back to Shakerton's in Midtown for the Treehouse Podcast and Roadshow Christmas Party. God, that's a lot of words to say, but that's what I called it, like an idiot. A couple of quick things I want to mention that I forgot to mention in that first segment. One of which is, in addition to the old original Spittleville car being here outside, it does look a little different than it did when we first slaved around inside that thing. It was turned into a Los Angeles Police Department squad car, circa 80s something?
Something like that, yeah.
Sort of like a TJ Hooker squad car.
Yes.
So that's what's out there. Justin and his dad who brought it. If you want to go outside and take photos with it, look around in it, knock yourselves out. They'll be here for another 20 or 30 minutes. So you can do that. He's also got some other interesting things in that car, like maybe stories we don't even know about. But honest to God, the car's never looked as good as it does right now. Also, I forgot to mention, we have over here to the right of Jerry. That is our Operation Santa toy drive benefiting the kids at the Warren Center. If you did bring a toy and you haven't put it in the box already, you can do that. If you have brought a toy and you put it in the box, give yourself a round of applause. And I'm sure some of you are thinking, like, what's the Warren Center? What is this place? And special needs kids, what's the deal? Oh, that's what it is. It's a place that Tara, my wife, worked out for a number of years. And so it's a place that we know, it's close to us, and we know the good work that they do in helping kids and their families, and that's a key part. It's one thing to help the kids that have special needs, but helping their families and all the adjustments and challenges they're going to face, it's a huge deal. And being able to give some of those kids an even better Christmas is a great thing, and we appreciate you guys donating to that today. So thank you. And if you didn't bring a toy or didn't know about it, so I'm telling you just now, we posted a link online. You can also go and find their Amazon wish list. You can buy some. You can do it now if you want to on their Amazon wish list, and it'll go right to them. So thank you again for that. As it is, there are a couple of gifts that people have brought us, which for some reason you do, and we appreciate. So, Keith, I want to start with you. You brought something for Raj oh, you got to get your wife? Okay. Well, in that case, we'll start with Diego.
Is that the gift?
What's that?
Is that the gift?
His wife?
Oh,
You guys are so generous.
congratulations, Raj.
It's a Hindu miracle.
You remember when I said I forgot to get you a white elephant gift?
You got me a white guy gift?
Yes, I did. Yeah. and his wife.
I've seen this movie. It's called Eyes Wide Shut. This is great.
I'm glad you brought that up. I didn't have this on my notes today, but I saw it online yesterday. This is how my brain works. You mentioned Eyes Wide Shut. I saw something, I think it was on Twitter, X, whatever it's called, on Elon's thing.
Okay.
And since it's on there and online,
That makes it real.
yes. And that was supposedly, so Stanley Kubrick made Eyes Wide Shut with Tom Cruise, Nicole Kidman, and then he died very shortly after, right?
Yes.
The thing that I read was that there's a conspiracy theory, or maybe it's just a theory, that it wasn't that he just died a few days after finishing the film. It's that it was so accurate, the scene with the masks and the people and the other people and the naked and all that kind of stuff, that it was so real and so accurate that he was actually murdered because of it.
Yes.
So you've heard of this?
Yes.
Well, you're a conspiracy theorist, so that doesn't surprise me. Have you heard of this?
I have not heard that.
Trey, Jerry, have you heard about this in your murder circles?
Not at all. No,
So that Scientology killed Stanley Kubrick. You didn't hear about this?
no, we don't talk about Kubrick at all.
Oh, it's Scientology. Okay,
No,
gotcha.
persona non grata.
No, in his murder circle.
Oh, in your murder scene.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Now, do you put your tin of toenails in the center of the circle, and then that's how you guys start?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, I believe it. And I was asking you today if you had it, and I think you were very worried that you actually didn't bring it.
I was. I didn't remember where my purse was. That's where I keep it.
So it's here.
Yes, it's right over there.
Leave it there because I'm afraid if it gets any closer to Trey's just like he's already a little tense.
I'm just curious about a murder circle. Is there a Venn diagram where I can figure out where I fit in on that?
Are you wanting to join?
Those blank parts of the page on the outside.
Is it free to join? Is there a fee?
I like
Is there an application process?
I don't know. Maybe this is what AA does to you. You become club happy. You've clearly mastered Alcoholics Anonymous.
A murder club? Yeah.
Do you get a 24-hour murder chip? Like you guys? I don't know how murder circles work.
Jerry still has not gotten his first chip.
Oh, you haven't? Okay.
And is the 12th step disposing of the weapon? What do we do?
Yeah. How does it go in steps? Like, what do you?
Well, of course, first you have to select the victim. You have to learn your stalking procedures.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Then you've got to learn how to prep the room.
So first you recognize you have a problem. And
Yeah,
then you
I
have to
did
eliminate
find the problem.
then you eliminate the
And
problem.
then you eliminate the problem. Yes.
Okay, gotcha. So it's just 2 steps. It's a 2-step.
This sounds really easy.
Yeah.
So anyway, the theory that, or the whatever it was that I read, was that somehow
Kubrick
was murdered for the movie Eyes Wide Shut. And you say yes.
That is correct. Scientology. There was too much. Truth between Cruise and the Kidman relationship and the set, like the group sex and all that stuff.
So what you're saying is that the Kubrick orgy scene was
Yes.
based on a Scientology orgy thing,
Correct.
and that he exposed it, that it wasn't supposed to be exposed.
Yes.
But Tom Cruise is in the film, who's the most well-known Scientologist.
But this is the first time he left. When that movie came out, was the first time he left for the conspiracy theorist syndrome. It's the first time he left Scientology.
He left at one point?
Yeah, he's gone now. He's not with them.
Really?
Yeah. You can look it up.
Is that why he's still making the MI movies?
Yep.
Okay.
See? Somebody knows. He's no longer with Scientology.
So Scientology has nothing to do with the Mission Impossible movies?
Correct.
But we can blame Scientology for
the
Jerry
murder.
Maguire?
Yes.
He needed a paycheck.
He's also never won an Oscar. And if you can,
I
believe
think
that-
he's okay.
But I'm saying, like, because of the whole Scientology thing, like the stigma behind it, he's only been nominated twice for Best Supporting Actor and never Best Actor, and he's never won anything.
No, he was nominated for Best Actor for Born on the 4th of July.
Yep.
Best Supporting Actor for
Vanilla Sky.
Vanilla Sky and A Few Good Men.
Oh, I was going to say, if Mission
Jack
Impossible
Nicholson.
5's not in there, that's one that was good.
Yeah, but Jack Nicholson then won the Oscar for A Few Good Men over Cruise. So that's how Scientology works. You don't. I don't know how you don't believe any of this.
Well, it's not that I don't believe you. It's just, I just
How are you privy to this?
I lived in LA for 11 years.
do they just hand it out in pamphlet form next to the star maps?
They kind of tell you, like, it's going to cost you. I was approached to do level 3. I've never done level 1 or 2.
So they were so
like-
desperate for new members, they said you can tier skip like Call of Duty.
Yeah, they were just like, it's $7,500 to do level 3, and I was like, I haven't done 1 or 2. So I'm like, can I start with 1 or 2? And they're like, we'll move you up. I'm like, you need to leave. Like, I don't know how this works. And then I started asking questions about it because I'm not doing that. I'm not a crazy person. And then they're like, oh, this is how so many careers are made and how many careers are destroyed. And then the Kubrick conspiracy theory came up about the whole group sex thing.
Okay. All right, well, let's segue into the gifts.
What do we have here? Oh, my Lord. What is this?
All right, so Keith was
See, I have
telling
to
me
be
earlier.
careful, guys, because anytime I mention anything on the show, the Robinettes right here find a way to make a gift out of something. So I don't know what this is now. What? Okay, this is what is this?
DJ, do you have that microphone?
Yeah, this is for you.
1 second, he's getting it.
Okay, that looks like a T-shirt.
You look really frightened. He's not
Yes.
going to do anything bad to you.
God, for your service, busting the people.
Oh,
The Amazon
the packages. Yes. Yeah.
We got you.
Oh, shut up.
Official T-shirt from the Hindu Police Department.
Look at this.
No. He doesn't get to skip the sergeant. That takes a long time.
If it's good
It's the
enough,
Hindu Police Department.
Oh,
This
so
is
you started
amazing.
sergeant?
I started sergeant.
Okay.
I was reincarnated. So 3 past lives ago, I was just a beat cop. But this is amazing. Thank you so much,
Congratulations.
my brother. That's so sweet.
And
Thank you. Man.
there's one other thing you want to give him.
Now he's going to lose his license to be a cop.
Okay.
So it's in this package here.
Oh, okay.
He posted on Facebook something about, has anybody seen the video of a cow?
Yeah. Are you guys watching this just real quick? Is anybody else addicted to the cow hoof video stuff?
What is the cow hoof video?
the guys
The,
that
the,
clean
fair,
the hoops.
the farrier that goes out and
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Right. So they just kind of dig around and like that. Yeah. I can't stop watching it.
Okay, so far in the broken sentences that I've put together, everyone is obsessed with a cow getting a pedicure.
It's like pimple popper, except it's in cow hooves, and they're
Yes.
digging out the stuff and they're cleaning up the hooves.
so
they're
let me
sanding it
let me
down.
give you the what you're missing here.
No, I'm getting it. I'm surrounded by freaking morons.
If you're just now realizing that, that's a whole other issue.
In my defense, I knew that, but I didn't realize at what level.
So
That was your LinkedIn profile. I was surrounded by morons.
Again, I didn't like it. That was in lowercase moron. Now we've graduated to all uppercase.
Yes. So cow hooves.
there's one guy, he's called the hoof doctor.
Yes.
But basically, cows get a lot of abscesses in their hoofs, so that's where the ASMR type thing goes. Is you watch it and they're
Oh God! So the
Yeah.
ASMR is the thing that's got its super detailed audio, and
Yes.
so it's very graphic
yes, and
sounding.
you see the pus squirting out.
Yeah.
Is this what Jerry? Is this what you watch when you go to sleep?
Yes.
Okay.
So what? I'm scared to see what this is.
I asked him if this is some type of new Hindu porn.
Oh, hilarious.
Oh.
He said it might be.
Oh my
So,
God.
in this little bag here,
This is so gross.
So he's got a lunch. He's got a zip up lunch bag.
You got a hoof.
That's is that a cow?
Is that really a cow hoof?
Raj, you can touch it. I've seen you eat hamburgers.
Yeah, but they've never walked up to me.
lotion,
Oh God.
And these are peanut butter flavored. I'd actually like this.
Yeah.
Oh, so what you want him to do is to jerk off with this stuff.
I asked him if it was a new Hindu porn, and he said it could be.
Yeah, because when I watch it, I'm like, he's like, you see how dirty this hoof is? I'm like, how dirty is it?
So
Yeah.
so now it's gotten worse because as if everything about this most recent conversation has not been atrocious and terrifying, it makes me want to leave early now. Not to mention the thought of you masturbating with these things.
Yeah.
Plus it's peanut butter flavor, so if a dog walks in. But now we're all thinking it.
And ladies and gentlemen, here's Twas in the city.
Thank God I didn't invite them today. Actually, I did. They just couldn't make it. But I'm glad. Oh wow!
Wow, that is that too much went into that.
Does can he keep the box or? Ooh, see that's nice.
It's for traveling.
So in case you want a cow jack on the road,
Oh, Cowjack, is that what we're calling it now?
it is now. That's from about 5 seconds ago.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
You're listening to the Treehouse. Visit us online at treehouseonair.com. You're listening to the Treehouse. Visit us online at treehouseonair.com.
Ooh, thank you, Misty. We are back. Finally, sorry, a little glitch there. I had to hit the old refresh on the old internet box. Welcome back to Shakerton's in Midtown. We are, of course, a Treehouse podcast. This is our Christmas party. We've got the toy drive benefiting the kiddos from the Warren Center. We've got the merch that's available over here. In addition, behind the merch, there's also Hayden from Spoke Custom. So you see a couple of things on the table, like this cup, the blanket that's over there. I believe you've got clocks that people can order. We're in wrapping paper. Hayden really loves this wrapping paper. And I really can't undersell. I cannot understate it enough how much he seems to love this wrapping paper, because I think one of the first times he messaged us about trying to partner up and do some merch for the show, he's like, you know what you need? The Treehouse needs wrapping paper.
Yeah.
And I said, do we? And he said, yes, this is one of our best sellers. I said, okay. So if you want some wrapping paper, which obviously the holidays are here,
Yeah.
you can have some nice Treehouse podcast wrapping paper underneath your tree.
Uh-huh.
Or since it's not exactly Christmas specific, I'm not sure if Hindus give gifts in that sense, but you can do that.
We just discount the price of gas every now and again. So
Thank you for that. Appreciate it.
Uh-huh.
And obviously, for birthday stuff. So it's good year round. So what I'm getting at is Hayden back here can take orders on things for what we will run out of over here, because we're giving away a couple of these. So if you want to get some orders in, you can do that through Hayden. So this is the 20-ounce tumbler with the Treehouse Podcast sticker on it. You can also get the larger one. There's the wine cup one, Giant, if you want the wine cup. And then, like Stacy, if you want your normal, like regular size cup, he's got that back there as well that you can order. In addition to the blankets.
5 gallons.
Do you do like the really big containers? So the 30-ounce right now. So it's Big Stacy sippy cup. But all that stuff is available back there. And we got the gifts for Raj, which was both fun and awkward.
So we were doing. We talked about this on I don't remember which episode, but the white elephant gifts.
Yeah.
So I got mine for you guys.
So funny story about our white elephant gift exchange for today.
Gift exchange.
Oh, you didn't get the memo?
I got no memo.
Yes, that makes me feel less bad. So I didn't have enough time to go out and purchase a gift for any of you for the holidays, let alone for our white elephant gift exchange.
But it was your idea, right?
Look, it was my idea to do the exchange, to do the thing, to do the white elephant stuff. But it was not my plan to have a 4-day stomach bug, which I'm assuming I picked up in Florida. Florida wins yet again. I'm not making this up. I think I've spent half my trip in the bathroom.
Yeah.
I will say today, though, has been really good since I've been here.
Yes, but you came up with the price point, how much we would spend.
Mm-hmm. How much did I say? I forget.
I think it was $25 is what we were.
I don't even remember. I remember a discussion about it, and then that was. I didn't think there had been any conclusion to it.
As a brown person, because I don't know, I'm Hindu. I don't know what the white elephant thing is. I don't know if you guys remember the episode. Dan explains why it was called the white elephant.
I did?
Yeah. Yep.
I really don't remember that.
I don't either.
Really? About like the Chinese emperor would gift people white elephants because they were so extremely expensive to take care of?
I think you're thinking about another podcast.
No, I only do this one. But
Are you just gaslighting me now?
No. You said $25. Here's why. Here's why it's called that, because I didn't know what it was. And then Trey explained the rules where you can
Yeah, I know the rules. I didn't know the origin, and nor did
But you said you can switch gift.
Yeah. The gift switching thing. Yeah. So that to me is why, like you said, you like the white elephant thing. Like whenever people do a white elephant gift exchange, I think the one thing we can all agree on is that no one knows what the fuck they're doing with white elephant gift exchange. I'm telling you right now, like you could go to 5 different houses in the same day and do 5 different white elephant gift exchanges, and each house is going to do something more fucked up than the previous one.
Correct, and they're all also going to be 5 very white households that you're going to. Thank you so much for that.
You got Karen good. Yeah,
that is correct.
Yes.
You're visiting 5 very different white people. That's what you're doing.
This is basically Saturday in Plano.
And the white elephant is just heroin. That's all it is.
That's wow.
That's I think that's the horse. Having lived in Plano for my middle school years and had a number of friends that went to Plano Senior High School, and a very good friend of mine was the shroom hookup, not the heroin hookup.
Okay.
Because he had standards. So I'm somewhat familiar with the drug scene in Plano.
Okay.
But no, I did not have time to get a gift for a gift exchange. So my bad.
I did. We have to mention Diego getting you a gift.
That's right. So I didn't get a good look at it, but I did see what looked to be a small bottle of contraband inside of a bar.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm assuming it's some type of Jack Daniels product. A high-end proof?
Trey, I know you manage a bar. I've never heard of anything that's 130.7 proof.
What?
Holy cow. Correct. Look at everybody in this room sweat. We'll take a sip.
That's right.
I think I just want to look at you take a sip.
I think this is how we murder the cult. I think this is how everyone just is found face down here.
From the looks of it, Diego, Don's had 4 sips behind you. So it's 130.7 or
130.7 proof.
Is the 0.7 really necessary?
I don't think the 130 is necessary, but let's put the 0.7 in.
Well, I just wonder, in at the Jack Daniels distillery where they're making things, like maybe it was 130 and they go, no, 0.7 higher. It needs that extra little bit.
Yeah.
We had it before at the Eagle. Is that what killed the station? You're the one to blame? It's Diego's
See,
fault.
if you would have done that 12 minutes later, this would be great.
I'll call it back.
I'll
call it back.
You can end the episode now.
All right, so if you want to know, it wasn't iHeart, it wasn't Kelly Kibler, Don Davis, Patrick Davis, it wasn't anyone with iHeart Management, it wasn't, what's his name at the top, Bob. It was not Bob Pittman. It was Diego with 130.7 proof Jack Daniels that just murdered the Eagle.
Yeah.
And do we also know, is this where your memory problems begin?
Joke's on you, Trey. I don't remember.
He's been telling everybody he's been on the radio station 130.7. Like, we don't even know what that station is. That's just the proof. Not the radio show.
That just sounds like I'm dyslexic with my own resume because I was on 103.7. Yeah. Wow, that's a hell of a tour we just took.
I just need you to send a video of you taking even a full shot of 130. Has anybody had anything that strong? I mean, Rumble.
Got a couple of hands up. Yeah, I've had it. Yeah.
What did you have? You. What was it? It was whiskey. Okay, yeah, I guess that's it.
And Rumble's like 110 proof, and that causes, plenty of blackouts and problems for people. So I can't even imagine what 130 is going to do.
That's what I'm saying. I've never heard of that. Huh? Oh no, I'm not drinking. I don't need to.
I think that'll put Raj back in the hospital.
We're good. I don't need 130. I don't know. I think you had a sip. I don't know what's happening.
No, Don had 4.
He's popping and locking. I just don't. I don't know what the immediate when you take a shot of 130.
Have you ever drank an octane booster?
No.
Okay.
No, Octane Boost was the sponsor of my Little League team. It was right there on the back. It said Octane Boost. It's the assistant coach's employer.
Were you guys also taking notes down with a big red pencil?
Well, it was baseball practice. It was a little bit of batting practice. You take some infield, and then you're having to change some oil, and then you play some games on occasion. That is the octane boost. Wow, that really brought me back.
Yeah.
So thank you, Diego, for
Diego,
your
thank you so much.
frighteningly strong booze.
Oh yeah, you just gave me a very sweet.
I will. How about this? Let me ask if I can distract you for a quick moment. Let me ask the one police officer we have in the room that I know is a police officer. Others of you may claim it, but I don't know. There's only one that I know for sure, and that is Steve Rutherford here from Farmers Branch Police Department. Yay, Steve! Yay! So, in your vast experience as a police officer, 130.7 proof, what do you think? Oh, thumbs up. Okay, yeah. Thumbs up and the devil horns. Attaboy. So, in case you didn't know, which is probably no way you would, but Steve just gave you a great clue that man is retiring very, very soon. January 4th? January 4th? How many shifts do you have left? Shifts. Not shits. What you do on duty is your.
And you have to say duty?
Yes. 12 shifts.
12 shifts left.
Congratulations, Steve. So when the radio station is still there, obviously, so the radio station, what's still iHeartRadio, is in the weird spot right up the tollway. And it's kind of Dallas, but it's mostly Farmers Branch. So whenever crazy people would show up to the station, we'd have to call Farmers Branch because they would come in and then they would sit next to whoever worked the front desk to have a police presence to protect us. And that's how we met Steve. And we just haven't shaken him since. And we appreciate it. And speaking of police officers, I'm going to shift a little bit over to the firefighter side of things. Jerry, you have a wonderful announcement. I'd like you to tell everybody what you told me just a handful of minutes ago.
Oh, he will be so embarrassed when he hears this. My son Matt is now officially a firefighter with Mesquite.
So when Jerry told me that just a few minutes ago, not only am I so proud for him and proud of his kid becoming a firefighter and clearly becoming better than his dad. Yeah. I don't know if everyone remembers or even heard in the first place. One, Jerry's got a kid that's old enough to be a firefighter because Jerry didn't know he had a kid up until a handful of years ago. Now, how Jerry found out he had a child of such, how old was he when he found him? Or I guess when he found you.
22.
So Matt was 22 when he found Jerry. The funny story is how he found Jerry. And the way he found Jerry was by tuning into the Eagle and hearing his dad on the radio. And so he called in. He called in, and Alfie screened the call. And Alfie says...
More so, he was a mechanic at the time. He was working on one of his customers' cars. They had the radio tuned into the Eagle, and we were talking about him having sent a message to the Eagle's Facebook
page. Yeah. So we were talking about this contact that Jerry's long-lost son had made to Jerry on the radio, and his son just happened to be hearing it while working on a car that was playing us. So then he calls him, and Alfie comes to me and he's like, I got a guy on the phone that says he's Jerry's kid. And about 5 minutes of me laughing passed. And then I said, oh, you're serious? And Alfie says, yes, and so is he. I said, there's no way this is real. So then I got on the phone with this kid and talked to him, and I was like, oh my God, this guy seems legit. So we do what we learned to do in that scenario from Old Boss Man, and that was, we're going to sandbag Jerry live on the air with this. And that's absolutely how it happened. We did it live on the air, and that's how Jerry found out that he has a kid. And then now, how many years later, Jerry finds out that not only did they reconnect and they have a wonderful relationship, but now he's showing up his dad by becoming a mesquite firefighter. So congratulations, Daddy.
That's awesome. And this is also the episode where you find out Jerry's 90 years old. How old are you?
It's all about skincare.
Do you have a skincare regimen? Please don't say lotion on the skin.
I mean, that is part of it, but yes. I am a Laneige man.
A what?
A Laneige.
Okay, I took French in high school, but I don't remember that one.
It's a skincare product.
It's a brand.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I didn't know if it was like a style or some sort of, I don't know, like.
Dan still uses Gildan. That's just a crappy T-shirt brand, but that's the moisturizer.
Oh, good. That's what I thought you meant. That's the only one I know. Hey, you wake up in the morning, you just kind of wipe the whatever off your face with the T-shirt, and you go about your day.
Laneige.
Laneige, yes. Yes.
How old are you?
49.
49. Well
Yeah.
done. Okay.
These two are the same age.
Let's go to ooh. Yeah, see?
Oh, don't say ooh. Jerry will screw you right now.
Yeah. He'll throw toenails at you. They're in the bag. 49. You look great.
Well, thank you.
I would have never guessed 49. What side of you is Asian?
Top half.
That's a good answer. That's a really, really, really good answer. How about coming up next, I regale you with a rewritten "'Twas the Night of Trinhall." We will be back.
You're listening to the Treehouse. Visit us online at treehouseonair.com.
You're in the Treehouse. Visit us online at treehouseonair.com.
And welcome back to Shakerton's, here in Midtown, across from the Galleria. Everyone's over there slumming it, Christmas shopping, trying to take photos of that big-ass Christmas tree when they could be here with us having lots of fun. But people make choices, and there are consequences to choices, and so their lives suck over there, ours are good here. Treehouse Podcast Roadshow Christmas Party, all the words. If you have not signed up for the raffle for the blanket and the cup and the stickers, please do so. You can write your first and last name, drop it in the bucket, and we'll do that drawing here in just a little bit. We have the roast of me coming up in just a little while.
Are you excited about that? You know I am.
You have a twinkle in your eye that unnerves me.
I'm just the host. I'm just facilitating how much love everyone has for me. That's all it is.
Yeah, you've clearly redefined the word love.
It's a roast, though.
It is a roast, yeah.
So how is that a sign of affection if it's a roast?
This is looking really bad for you, Dan. If Anna's asking questions.
There's a reason why I said earlier in the show that of all the people I was worried about roasting me, it's Anna DeHaro. And here she's telling Ross, like, no, motherfucker, we're going to get him.
Well, Ron said you need to tune into your inner asshole.
Yes. And how, first of all, just to hear Anna DeHaro say the word asshole, how great.
I was quoting you, Ross.
Yeah, but it still came from the heart.
Yes, it did.
Just to hear her cuss, it's fantastic. I did get the, again, like I said earlier today, everybody within 30 minutes of each other was like, hey, man, did you get that email? Yeah, I got it. Did you read it? Yeah. What do you think? Solid. All right, so I can do the whole thing? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then Dan's doing the same thing. It's like, can I say all this? Please do. Everybody's going to be an asshole to you. That's the whole point of roast. And so I'm excited I can't wait because nobody's expecting.
I'm actually a little, do you have the lineup figured out as who's going when?
No, I'll just call. So, yeah, well, yes. With the three of us, you're last because it's your roast.
Yeah.
The two of us and Jerry. And then
I should not go last. You should go last.
I should
Raj.
go. No. He's the guy.
Oh, I should go early on because I'm gonna suck.
You will.
I don't think so. I think honestly, at this point, I think we need to make sure that you go last.
Jerry and I at work were like, "What have you done?" I go, every time I come up with an idea, I go, "That's too mean."
Yeah.
How much does it suck to be surrounded by a bunch of radio station talent and you can't talk to anybody else about comedy writing except Jared?
That doesn't suck at all.
Aw.
At least I have someone to bounce off.
I'm just saying, you've got at least 50 people around you and you didn't talk to any of them about it. I wonder why.
You know what? I did talk to Bo Roberts first.
That makes
And
sense.
Bo told me, go to YouTube, go down that rabbit hole.
Oh, man.
gotcha.
That's
Did
okay.
you talk to him
Yeah.
like after 11? Because that's
Bo,
what,
no, he's gone before
Yeah.
11.
well, he's gone before 10:15, but in a different way. As long as
Oh, Raj.
oh, trust me, I've run into him at Lava Cantina
Oh, yeah.
several times.
Oh, yeah.
He is my favorite human being.
Tara and I ran into Bo Roberts at when we were living in the trailer a couple of years ago. We ran into Bo Roberts at the is it the Oasis Marina? It was at the Oasis Marina. That was where our trailer was. We were living in that time between houses, and there's the marina bar that sits there on Lake Louisville. Tara and I are sitting outside, and this guy walks in, and I'm like, I nudged Tara. I'm like, that looks an awful lot like Bo Roberts.
Uh-huh.
And I just said, "Hey, Bo!" And he just looks up. He's like, "What?"
Yeah.
And next thing you know, for the next hour and a half, Bo would not stop buying us Fireball.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. He loves Fireball.
He goes, man, you got to see this band. And we were talking about Lava Cantina. He's like, you got to see this band called the Crueligans. I was like, yeah, the Motley Crue cover band. I was like, I love them. I was like, yeah, you've seen them? I was like, I was standing next to you at Lava Cantina. He's like, for real? I was like, you kept same thing. I'm like, I don't drink Fireball. But like, he's like, want another Fireball? I'm like, I haven't had one. I don't know. I don't know where another one keeps coming.
I'd hate to see his. You know, now it makes sense why Jim retired and Bo's still working. Because Bo's still paying off bar tabs.
He's the wrong kind of radio.
Yeah, Jim punched out. He's like, man, I'm all paid up. I'm good.
Well, Jim was 5 years older than Bo.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
See, I thought they were the same age.
I
But then
always
again,
thought that
that's
too.
kind of what morning radio does
Yeah.
to the body.
Well, and their show starts at 6, but they would get to the station at 2:30 in the morning.
Now that I know.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I can tell you the number of the mornings where we'd come into the break room, and there is, Bo Roberts in there with the morning paper cutting out articles that he wants to.
He's old
it's-
school.
mhm.
And there were a couple of times where we said, Bo, there's this thing called the internet. and he just went like, we're like, all right, leave him alone. He's happy.
Yeah.
I think the first time I came in to do promo for a show at the Improv, and he looked at me at one point, he's like, so do I find you on the MySpace? I'm like, that's still not a thing. That's you might want to just do Facebook.
Yeah. Just take the baby step up to
Yeah.
Facebook.
Don't shock him too much, Raj.
I try not to. I bring big goods.
Yes, you
every
do.
time I come in.
And every time he does, I'm telling him, yeah, I gave that up for Lent.
Yeah, I don't. Are there Catholics
I'm on a
here?
diet.
Because I don't know what Lent is about.
Lent is only supposed to be for 40 days. So when Ann is telling you she's observing Lent and it's October, she's lying.
Okay. So then that was the last time I brought croissants. It was like, it's Lent. I'm like, it's May. I don't know how this works, but
You're Hindu. I knew you wouldn't know. Every time I see you, it's Lent. Bye. Bye, Felicia.
All right, so I'm going to jump in and do this. So obviously we got the roast coming up. Anna's going to be an absolute predator at it, I'm sure. Trey's going to go. Raj's going to go. Jerry's got some stuff. And Cindy House, our whiskey fairy, she is going to be the listener representative. And she's Cindy. And so she's going to be taking part as well. But before we get to that, one last thing I wanted to do before we end this portion of the Treehouse Podcast Roadshow Christmas Party. I really should have edited the words down on that a little bit, but whatever. I wanted to share with you a Christmas classic that I've decided to treehouse. And that is "Twas the Night Before Christmas." So here we go. Me. "Twas the night before Christmas, and the computer went to sleep mode." There we go.
That creature was stirring, not even dance computer.
You shut up. All right, here we go for real. Here we go. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the treehouse, not a creature was stirring, not even Raj's mouth. The stockings were nailed to the wall with some clumps of hair, in hopes that St. Trinholm soon would be there. The dogs were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of cat turds danced in their heads. And Tara in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled our brains after for a long vodka nap. When out on the roof there arose such a clatter, I fell out of my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window, I stumbled to a crawl, tore open the shutter, and fell into the wall. The moon on the breast of the new-fallen ice and snow sucked ERCOT's power generation to an all-time low. When what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. With an above-average height driver, so angry and alone, I knew in a moment it must be St. Trinholm. More rapid than eagles his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner, and Daisy. See, Santa's got Rudolph, Trey's got Daisy as 3-pound chihuahua. To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall, till the sweat drips down Santa's balls. Now dash away all. So up to the treehouse top the coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of stupid, and St. Trinholm too. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and stubbed my toe on the couch, down the fireman's pole St. Trinholm came with an ouch. He was dressed all in leather from his head to his feet, and his chaps were tarnished with and teeth. A bundle of stupid he had flung on his back, and he looked like a panhandler just opening his sack. His eyes, how sleep deprived, his dimples, how scary. His cheeks were like wilted roses, his nose like a popped cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the skin on his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a vape he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a mostly tight body that rippled when he laughed, and his ass not too shoddy. He was fit and right around jolly twink, and I stiffened when I saw him. A wink of his eye and a twist of his dick's head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. Now he spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all the stockings, then turned like a jerk, and laying his finger inside of his nose, and giving it a pick, up the stripper pole he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew, like going down on a thistle. But I heard him exclaim when he drove out of sight, "Happy Christmas, you cunts!" And to